Can someone please tell me what is not to like about rimfire rifles? Yeah, I know you can get super accurate precision rimfire rifles. Yep, totally get that. You can get AR-15 rifles. You can get semi-auto rifles, other semi-auto rifles apart from AR-15s like Ruger 1022, CZ Scorpions, Gram Powers. Oh, the list goes on. You've probably seen them all right here on the rack table on this channel. But do you know what? Lever actions. I don't think I've had many lever actions on the channel. I have had a pump action. It was an FM Browning trombone. And depending how I roll these videos out, I'm doing a separate video to this one, which is the Henry pump action octagonal. Hi guys, that was a bit of an intro. Hi guys, this is Rack and Load. Henry rimfire rifles. Oh, you've just got to love them, haven't you? The sheer quality of them, they're just absolutely rock solid, last you an absolute lifetime. In fact, you'd just be able to hand them down to your kids, licensing and politicians and all that jazz, pending whether that'll allow it. But depending on what country you're in, you know, if you've got good gun laws, then these are the sort of rifles that you're just going to hand down. So let's take a look at them. I've been using these rifles. Well, to be fair, I've had all four of these sent from Viking Arms here in the UK. I've only used two. I thought there's no point in getting these two dirty because they are pretty much the same as the rest of them. All right, this one's a pump action. So I've used the pump action and I used the Golden Boy because the Golden Boy is like the top model of these rimfire ones. Or at least the ones I've got here anyway. So let's start off with my favourite, and you guys are going to know what it is. You just are. It's a pump action. So much fun. I have done a separate video to this, so check that out. But the pump action Henry octagonal, it is so cool. So cool. Exposed hammer. These are all rod, what do you call them? Rod fed, or you basically just load them from there. Those of you guys who don't know, you don't have to take that rod all the way out. You just tube fed. That's the word I was looking for. Tube fed. These are tube fed. So you have to pull this tube out, which is on like this lever thing here. So you twist and then pull, and that'll expose that hole right there, and then you just drop your rounds in and then just push this rod down. It's got a plunger in it as well, and that gives it a bit of spring tension to the rounds that you've got loaded in, and then you can just pump shoot until you run out. So much fun. Big solid octagonal barrel on this particular rifle. Lovely woodwork, although the forend, I believe, is polymer. I could be wrong, but it feels like polymer to me, and it sounds like polymer. I could be totally wrong, but I don't want to get my knife out and carve a bit off it. You know, I don't think the importers who have lent me these rifles would appreciate that. But no, such a cool rifle, solidly built, absolute amazing fun to shoot. And then you've got, I'll basically just jump onto the Golden Boy because this is the magic one, or the absolute prestige one that I've got here. So this is a lever action rifle, again 212LR. That one, by the way, is available in 22 Magnum. I think all the others are available in 22 Magnum as well. But this is an absolute joy to shoot. It is silky smooth. The action is straight out of the box. Just an absolute pleasure to shoot. Ejection of it is phenomenal. It throws the spent brass for like miles, you know, literally into the next postcode. Buckhorn rear sight there. And then you've got post front with brass bead. Again, pretty much the same with that model and the pump action. Obviously, the Golden Boy's got all this brass on it as well, which looks very, very cool. And you can probably see the mess that is in the rat cave through the reflection. I'll try not to get my ugly mug on it. Oh, there you go. There's me. Hello there. But no, so cool. These rifles are so cool. So cool. The highest quality as far as lever action rifles go in Rimfire. They're just absolutely just silky, slick and smooth to shoot. You can just, as soon as you pick one up, you know that you've got something of the highest quality. Simple as. Beautiful woodwork on that Golden Boy there as well as the brass work on there. Would you call it brass work? It's not gold, although it's called Golden Boy. The next model is this one here. So this is just a standard sort of octagonal lever action rifle, basically the same as the Golden Boy, just a slightly different action. Obviously it's black and it's, you know, a bit more basic. It's going to be a bit cheaper as well. Again, tube fed octagonal barrel, and then below we've got again the same model but with a round and blued barrel. A little bit lighter if you was going to be doing a bit of pest control. If you want to use a rifle like this, I think this is the one I'd go for. It seems a bit more durable and tough. It'd be nice, I don't know whether they do, if they did this in like a laminate as well. Maybe a synthetic. They might already do them, but I'm just sort of throwing that out there. Hooded front sight there as well, to sort of make things a little bit more durable. Bit more of a, what's the word? More modern rear sight rather than your big buckhorn like what you get on the other models here. So, but no, just awesome quality, guys. I'm super impressed with these. I've had so much fun shooting them, especially that. Oh God, I am tempted. I'm so very tempted to treat myself to one of these the pump action octagonal. But no, guys, serious quality. These Henry Arms rifles are, these Rimfires. Like I say, if you're after something that just is rock solid and is going to last forever, I think these are the ones, to be honest. You know, they're just, as soon as you pick one up, that's all I'd suggest, is just pick one up. If you go to a show or a gun shop or whatever, get your hands on one of these. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Like I said, I had no issues, you know, and I did burn some pretty crappy random ammo through these. And that's the beauty of them as well, because they're not semi-auto. They're not ammo fussy. You can really pretty much just put in whatever ammo you want and it'll just spit it all out. I was, as you can see in the footage, I was shooting a gong. I think it was out to about 60 yards, something like that. I mean, these are open sights. I'm not going to roll in a paper target or anything, because it doesn't do it justice with open sights. But no, just awesome fun. I was just having some great fun plinking away at a gong with these. You know, you get some even more fun targets, you know, some tin cans and stuff like that. You're just going to have some serious fun and cheap shooting as well with Rimfire. But anyway, guys, thought I'd just let you have a closer look at these Henry rifles. Like I said, if you want a bit of plinking fun with a good quality lever action or pump action, then look no further than these Henry Arms. I've not fired a better quality lever action Rimfire. I'm going to say it. I'm just going to say it. Yeah, I haven't. And that thing, the quality of that, although it ain't the lightest compared to these ones, especially that one's quite a bit lighter, then, you know, that just pure quality. Anyway, I'm waffling on. I'm going to leave and let you just have a look at that lot for a moment. Henry Arms Rimfire rifles. I think you really do need one. I'm going to leave it at that. Thanks for watching, guys. That is Rack and Load. See ya.